How are you? I'm very well. Yeah, good to see you. Please take a seat. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for joining us. You're very welcome.
Hello everyone, my name's Asad and I'm the President of the Barts and London Dental Society. Today I've been joined by Professor Paul Coulthard, who I'll be interviewing today and finding out a bit more about his role as the Dean of our Institute. So Professor Coulthard, thank you very much for joining us today.
You're very welcome, Asad.
Thank you. So would you mind just introducing yourself to all those watching?
Yeah, so I'm Paul Coulthard. I'm Professor of Oral Maxillofacial Surgery here, and I'm Dean of the Institute of Dentistry here. As you know, I've not been here for too long. I've also got a role with the Trust as an honorary consultant in oral surgery.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Well, before we start, I'm quite curious to know a bit about your upbringing. So, where did you grow up?
Okay, most people can't guess. The accent doesn't necessarily give it away.
Yeah.
I grew up in the northeast of England.
Okay.
A small place called Bishop Auckland, which is close to Durham City, close to Newcastle.
Okay.
So I had quite a thick Geordie accent in my childhood. So that was from birth till 10 years of age.
Okay.
And my father got a change of job and we moved down to Yorkshire,
Okay.
where people had trouble understanding me because of my accent.
Yeah.
So then I learned to modify my accent wherever I went, which is why it's become a little bit more, I don't know, generic, and people can't quite figure it out.
Yeah. I can hear a bit of Mancunian in there.
A bit of Mancunian. Yeah. Well, probably I spent quite a long time in Manchester, probably more than anywhere else, although I have been to lots of other places as well. But
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm also quite curious to know, of course now you're a professor and you've done lots of research and things like that. But
Yeah.
at school, at secondary school in the sixth form, what were you like? Were you more quiet or were you naughty or how was it?
I was a child genius.
Oh really?
not at all. Not at all. It's very interesting. I was a very sort of average kid at school. No, I don't know. I probably was a bit studious.
Okay.
I guess, but it's a different generation. I guess my parents had expectations of me being well behaved and doing my homework and all the rest of it. But I ended up being quite self-motivated.
Okay.
So I guess I would take myself off to my room and do my homework and do my work without being pushed to do it, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. This was I'm sure quite different to some students now.
Maybe quite different from some students. Yeah. I don't know, but I think it's difficult unless as a child you've got that desire to do it for yourself. I think it's quite difficult.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting story actually. Yeah, it's a very good
The other thing is to correct, I wasn't a total geek. I was also, well, whilst I went off to my bedroom and did my homework, I did some, I don't know, tricky things as well. I can remember the neighbours being quite outraged. I set fire to their bonfire on the 3rd of November. That sort of thing. Yes. I did get up to a bit of mischief as well.
So I'm interested to know, where did you do your undergraduate and your postgraduate training?
Okay, so undergraduate dentistry was at the University of Manchester. After I graduated, I thought, no more exams please ever again. But then I decided I wanted to get some more experience of basic oral surgery because I felt that would be helpful for practice. And I still couldn't decide. Exams, face it. And I thought, well, I've got to face it. So I applied for a lectureship back in Manchester, which by then I'd left a few years before, and did a combined training in academic. So PhD and clinical, which was oral maxillofacial surgery. So it was called the ACOMS training program, academic oral maxillofacial surgery training, which is quite a lengthy program. It lasts for about 11 years. It's quite a long time. Combined PhD and clinical training.
Okay, that's very interesting. It's not just as easy as you leave dental school. And
I really wasn't. I really wouldn't have imagined when I graduated that I'd end up pursuing what I pursued. I mean, I really had no idea. But I could see myself being equally as happy in practice as I have been in this career, which has been very fulfilling. But I guess I'm saying that there's more than one option, you know? Yeah. There isn't just one thing that I'm sure people feel as though it's their destiny to pursue. Yeah, so I've always been just keen to, I don't know, change tack and find a way. But I think that's been really beneficial for me, because I quite like the fact that I've done quite a lot of general practice, this anaesthetics job, worked overseas, you know, alongside doing rather than just going straight from graduation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know some of you guys think maybe you're expected to demonstrate commitment to a specialty the day you graduate or before, and I think that's ridiculous, because how can you, until you've done a lot more to decide whether you like these things or not. So that's based on my own view, based on my own experience like this, throughout the career.
But I suppose that helps your kind of clinical experience, and you get a bit more all-round.
Yeah, I think it's invaluable actually to have a broader training and to have done a lot of things so you understand about other areas of practice rather than just being too focused too early.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I'm quite interested to know what made you kind of decide oral surgery was like, did you have a particular interest even when you were just at dental school? Did you enjoy the clinics more?
Yes and no. I mean, I guess it was mainly because I did that first job thinking, oh, just do a bit more for the purposes of practice and confidence, with the view to head into GDP land. That got me sucked into it, you know, because then once you start doing those resident jobs, if you like it, you tend to love it.
Yeah.
You know? So you get drawn in, and I loved the buzz that it offered. I loved the pressure, but then the reward, being able to cope in that situation. But it takes time, because I think you've got to do those jobs after graduation as well, to throw yourself into oral surgery to a greater degree, to find out whether you really do want to pursue it longer term or not. It's competitive as ever it was, and so I guess at some point you've got to show some commitment by not only doing the jobs but doing other things around it in terms of, you know, audit, research, you know, publishing something. But it can be difficult, you know, to bring all that together into the area. But I guess if people want to do it, my advice would be just keep going for it, you know.
So I'm quite interested to hear how, kind of, obviously you said you were the Dean of Manchester for 5 years, was it?
Yeah.
And how that compares kind of to Barts, and what kind of similarities and differences?
Yeah, it's just different in some ways. Dental schools are dental schools. People are always keen to show them off and walk you around their dental schools, and you think, hang on a minute, they're all full of dental chairs. they're all a bit similar. One exciting thing about this place, of course, on that side of things, it's very new. So it's in the capital, it's a new build. It's got amazing facilities. For digital stuff, it's probably, you know, one of the best, if not the best. So there was all of that, but it wasn't that drew me. It was more the fact that it was an opportunity to do something different, to offer some leadership, to really put Barts and the London Institute of Dentistry on the global stage.
Okay, so you were saying how you've been Dean of Manchester for 5 years, now you've come here. So I imagine that's quite stressful and takes up a lot of time. So what kind of hobbies do you have to relax?
Interesting question. I'm not very good at relaxing. Okay, it's a stressful job, but not. If you enjoy it, then you have a different angle on it. So for me, life and work have always been mixed up together.
Okay. So
I've never sort of like gone home and then. I do sadly work quite a lot at home. That's what I'm trying to say. That's my family. But that's definitely mine. It's like part of who I am, you know, because it's part of my identity and what I like doing. You know, to be thinking about things wherever I am. But I guess it's spending time with family and friends. So that could be anything from, you know, just having meals together or having holidays. You know, a bit of travel. I love going to conferences. I mean, conferences are work, but also you develop over time great friendships with a lot of people that you've collaborated with, and so that's quite interesting. But I guess I also like watching movies. You know, doing that with friends and family. Going out to restaurants. So a bit of travel, I like that.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. So I'm quite interested to hear a bit more about the travelling part. So do you have any kind of favourite destinations? And have you been travelling recently, and where did you go?
Yeah, I love travelling. And probably my favourite place in the world is actually somewhere not that far away, although it's overseas, and that would be the south of France.
Oh, okay.
That would be my favourite. But then last week, or was it the week before, I was in Vancouver.
Oh wow.
But that was a research meeting. The big international association for dental research travels around the world for its destinations. And Vancouver is an amazing city. But I mean, I don't know. I will enjoy going to the south of France for holidays rather than going off to those places. But that's because I'm spoiled. So I go on to conferences in these exotic places anyway.
Okay.
So I don't feel quite the same need.
So, thank you very much for your time today, Professor Coulthard. I've loved interviewing you. I hope everyone watching at home has felt like they got to know you a bit more. And yeah, I wish you all the best of luck in your time as your dean here. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Asad.
No
Thank
problem.
you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you
See
very
you.
much.
I think that's pretty much a wrap.